Hey, I'm here at the Botanical Gardens in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and I am talking today about intention. And the first thing is, I was talking to someone last night about masculine and feminine energy. So I think a better way to put it, though, is yin and yang, because I think everybody has the spectrum of energies in them. It's up to us to kind of either choose or to settle into the energy that feels most comfortable or whatever in our lives. I don't want to get into like physical gender. What I want to get into is kind of like yin and yang energy. So when we talk yin and yang energy, there's plenty of reading you can do on this, but basically, um, as you may well know, sort of yin energy is like what would be the kind of receptive. They would call it dark, because dark basically receives light and absorbs it essentially. Receptive, but also creative. It's the earth. It's the womb. It's the darkness that yields being. On the other hand, the yang principle is, let's say, the light. And there's no good or bad or up or down with any of this stuff, because they rely on each other to exist, right? And what part of what I teach is both of these energies, because they're both important to kind of embody fully and embody in balance in your own life, right? And to use them well and correctly in the right places. So, for example, we talked about yin energy is receptive, creative, nurturing. It's receiving, right? Which relates to what I was talking about, I don't remember, a video or two ago, about receiving inspiration by kind of emptying yourself. Like, I was telling a story, I think, about laying in bed and receiving, like, what's the next step? What's the next step to enlightenment or to spiritual growth, to financial growth, whatever? That's yin energy. That's that receiving energy, right? Yang energy is intention. So, and this is something that I've kind of gotten that I've been big into. I'm so interested in this because I think our society today is so fucked up on these subjects. It doesn't understand yin energy, and it doesn't understand yang energy, and it doesn't understand either in balance, right? I think a great couple of resources for you, if you want to get into one or both of these topics, is for feminine, intuitive, receiving yin energy. A great book is called Women Who Run with the Wolves, by Clarissa Pinkola Estes, I think. Yeah, and it's fucking great, and I mean, even the way the stories are written, it's all based on folklore, right? I personally, in my life, I'm a big proponent of folklore, mythological foundations for who we're supposed to be. If you read a lot of Greek mythology, Indian mythology is fucking fantastic too. Roman mythology, all this, the gods and everything. A lot of it is phenomenal. And I think even unexplored or underexplored explorations of human psychology and our inner workings. It's fascinating, So, yeah, Women Who Run with the Wolves is all based on mythology or sort of folklore. And she goes through different aspects of the intuitive nature and of the receptive nature, of the creative nature, of all these things that relate to this receiving, creative, nurturing, also another function of it is like presiding over life and death. It's just fascinating. I mean, it's just, if this is appealing to you, then jump into it. It's great. You'll love it. And then on the other side, if you're interested, no matter who you are, if you're in yin energy primarily or yang energy primarily, either of these books will help you. But there was a series written. It started with one book called King, Warrior, Magician, Lover by Robert Moore and Douglas Gillette. And the first book lays out kind of a blueprint, and then there's 4 more books for each of the 4 aspects. And what they talk about is kind of, if you can imagine, like a triangle, right? And let's say for the warrior, which is a great example for the warrior, right? On the 2 bottom sides of the triangle, you have the qualities of the warrior out of balance or in extremes. So you have basically the warrior who is too aggressive, and you have the warrior who is passive, right? The correct place that the book sort of shows you and leads you into, or just maps a way for you to lead yourself into, which is the whole point, is by kind of showing you function. It lets you map your own route to function. It says, hey, there's the top of the mountain. and you start to figure out your route, is to have basically to hold both of these opposing out of balance forces in balance. It may be in equal measure or just in control, essentially, right? And so you attain, with this list of attributes, you attain this balanced state at the top of this pyramid. Same thing goes for the king. The king would be tyrant and weakling, but the king has two aspects that are then perfected at the top. And then, because there's four aspects, there's king, warrior, magician, lover, they lay upon each other like a pyramid. And the whole idea in the concept is you attain mastery in all of them, and now you're truly at the top of this solid fucking pyramid, this real solid thing. You know, right now these books go for fucking the four of the books in the series are all out of print. I mean, I think I paid $60 or $70 for some of them out of print. They were written in the early 90s, and they were kind of inspired by a lot of the works that Joseph Campbell had done. Joseph Campbell is the guy who came up with the whole the hero's journey concept, where he mapped out all this mythology and figured out there's like one fucking story in the whole of human history. It all follows the same fucking format, basically. And you know, all these things are breadcrumbs. They're mythological breadcrumbs. There's breadcrumbs in everything around us. There's breadcrumbs in the genders we have and the gender energies we have and all this. So in any event, so King, Magician, Warrior, Lover is a great book to read if you want to get in touch with masculine energy in balance. With intention, or I should say, if you want to get in touch with yang energy in balance. You know, I know people, I won't say their gender or whatever, but they just have a hard time yielding that fucking sword of intention and clarity and power and direction. And that's yang energy. You know, at the end of the day, it's fucking to have them both is you're set. You're set. You have all the tools you need. In doing this stuff, though, in this sort of spiritual energetics and money setting intention, is so important. You know, I think I said in earlier videos, like you know, not only having the vision, so it's kind of like you can receive a vision or create a vision. Receiving a vision is yin. Creating a vision is yang. I don't know. It works in tandem almost. I don't know. You know, it's like I think yang is the yin is what allows you to make things even better. You just kind of receive like, okay, what else is possible, and it will come to you, and you're not pushing and trying. You know, but you know, yang energy in this case is like, let's say for example, I got this fucking problem. I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm going to do whatever it fucking takes. You know, it's like it's like, you know what your fears are, and you know where your lack of action is. Let's say, right? And the biggest challenge, the scariest fucking thing for you is where you are going to have to end up going. Enough. I have to fucking tackle this. And I'll be honest with you. A lot of times when you go, I have to fucking tackle this, and you're serious, you actually end up not really having to do much. The universe gets the fuck out of your way, and things start going right. But I don't want to tell you that, because then your ego grabs onto that and goes, oh, easy. This is going to be easy. And then I don't have to work. But that misses the whole point. The whole point is, just like we said in the earlier video, like, this visual is fucking real. This visualization is real. This is real. It's the same emotion. It's like I'm going to fucking do whatever it takes, and I'm going to start fucking now. And whatever baby steps I got to do to start fucking now, but I'm going to fucking get there. I got to take action. Dude, you know what your fucking actions are. You know what you're fucking afraid of. You know what your challenge is, right? You know what it is, and you know how to fucking tackle it. You're just fucking scared. You're just fucking scared. You know, it's like with sales, it's like approaching somebody. It's just this terror that is not real. You know, it's like terror based on past iterations of human society, where if you were an outcast, you're fucked. Like if you do something that the tribe doesn't like and you're out, you're fucked. Like, you're not going to survive. That, you know, because you got cast out of that 150 person primal tribe or whatever, right? Well, that doesn't exist anymore. You know, it's bullshit. It doesn't fucking exist, and you're a conscious creator. You're an infinite fucking conscious creator. So it's bullshit. You know, that's what you got to realize. It's just stuff like this. You know, I mean, I'm sure there's a million other reasons why it could be you've hesitated or whatever, or come up with weak fucking ideas or dilly-dallied or whatever. You know, it's like, you know what your fucking challenge is. You just gotta. It's time to fucking tune that radio dial real tight. Tune into what you want. And fucking attack it, right? So this is yang energy, right? And depending on what you need is what you work on. But what I want to point out to you is that stepping into this yang energy is, you know, depending on what's going on with you, is and can be vitally fucking important. Maybe it's already in you and you're great at it. Well, great. You know, I think like a lot of guys that I know are great at like, we're gonna set goals, we're gonna kick ass, we're gonna fucking go. Like, ooh, I got 75% of my target. Ooh, next time I'm gonna do better. Ooh, whip myself. Like that's kind of like how the world, like the default way, like the successful world works. But we want more than that. We want better. We want easier, really, and we want to be on this fucking spiritual fucking level where again the fabric of the universe, the distances don't matter, and time and space doesn't fucking matter, and shit gets warped and shrunk depending on what you want, or expanded depending on what you want. It's like becomes fluid. So that's what we're headed towards. Does any of this make any fucking sense? Because it makes good sense to me, but I've been doing this a long time. I don't know, man. Look, so I'm going to give you an exercise now with regard to intention. So day one is going to be, what you're going to do is, if you're not already doing it, which you should be, set your alarm for 20 minutes earlier. I want you to have get yourself a little notebook or something like that. Write down 3-4 things that you want to get done today. This is simple and stupid, I know. Like, you may already be doing this. Well, God bless you. But if you're not doing it, then fucking get into it. And if you're doing it and not accomplishing it, then fucking get into it. But 20 minutes early on the alarm, get up, and I want you to map out some things you'd like to fit into your day. I don't know if you're going to work today or whatever the deal is, but write down some things you'd like to put in your day. So let's start to set intentions here. Maybe in the earlier sort of exercise, we started to get ideas about maybe things we could be looking at least for ideas to kind of flow towards money. Let's start looking into things, and the thing is that even dead ends, like you start pushing to the point where like you're dead fucking serious and like, I'm gonna fucking sack this thing, even if it never happens. I don't want to say that, but it's just true. Even if it never happens, if it's your fucking balls out belief and you're gonna attack this because this is the best feeling thing that you can get at. What I want you to do is take the best feeling thing you can get at, maybe of the ideas that you came up with or whatever, even if they're throwaway, just find the best feeling one and set an intention to fucking go learn something about it today. And I want you to fucking tick those things off and get it done. If you spend a little time while you're fucking choking down your Wendy's or whatever over the computer at your lunch break or whatever, go fucking do it. Go out to your car, get on your smartphone, whatever you got to do. Start to push and start to look, okay? Maybe you want to look up a meetup group for something. I don't know, real estate investing or fucking, sales or I don't know. Your heart is going to pull you to something. It could be like fucking knitting and crocheting. I mean, what is your heart telling you? Where do you need to be? Like what are you ignoring or what are you putting aside? Even stuff that seems stupid. I mean, shit, I got led into what I'm doing by fucking going and buying a goddamn pinball machine that was broken. That has nothing to fucking do with what I do, but that's how I met my mentor, is by following my heart. I mean, it was like fucking explosive heart energy pulling me forward, like I said in an earlier video. And I just fucking allowed it. It was like, it wasn't like, oh fuck, I shouldn't spend this $50 on this broken ass machine. This is stupid, whatever. There was those thoughts, sure, but I went and did it, picked the fucking thing up, and in the meantime I learned pinball repair. It was really cool, It's like, I fucking love it. I always loved mechanical things, and I always wanted to do this, so I fucking jumped into it, And it was the most rewarding fucking thing to bring a machine back to life. But that said, that thing pulling my heart had another purpose, too. It's like the better it gets, the better it gets. It had another fucking purpose, and that purpose was to introduce me to this person that fucking changed the course of what I was doing, which is great because I'm here now. Would not have been possible. This is a fucking dream. I can't believe that I'm in fucking South America filming a fucking video telling you about money. It's just it's like outside of my fucking whatever, but it's true. It's outside of what I used to believe. But anyways, so set an intention, get the fucking thing done. Okay, number one, this is simple and stupid, I know, and you've maybe done it a million times, but we got to fucking ramp up again, and what we do is we slowly turn up the vibration, and get things cooking for you. The next thing on setting intention that I'd like you to work on maybe this week or whatever, I don't know, like when you do these exercises, do them until it feels like, fuck yeah, this is great, or like, okay, I'm done with this, what's the next thing? Like, not I'm done with this, like, fuck this, I'm done with this, like, wow, I got a result. The next thing with setting intention is I want you to identify a fear. I want you to think on what's the fucking thing you're putting off, or what's the fucking thing that you're avoiding or whatever, Maybe that's if you sell stuff to go fucking approach somebody or whatever, I don't know, or trying to think what else it could be. What would you fear? Oh, like, okay, if you want to make fucking YouTube videos, shoot your first fucking video. Like, who cares if it sucks? Fuck that. I don't give a motherfuck. Shoot a fucking video, upload that bitch, right? Face a fucking fear. You're gonna set that intention, face that fucking fear, and push through it, right? It may suck, and you may fucking delete it later, but I want you to go through the motions of fucking doing it. Like, you got something to share, you put it up. That's what I'm doing. So figure out what it is that you've been fucking avoiding, and just do one step on it. Maybe comment on this below would be awesome. Okay, so we did make a list and knock it out of stuff on your free time, research, whatever. Maybe make a phone call, find shit out, I don't know, something. Set an intention, let's get some fucking motion going. Number 2, face a fear. That's the big bitch, I think. Identify what you're fucking sick and tired of. So, you're here watching this money video. Maybe you're sick and tired of being fucking poor, right? So we're going to say I'm sick and tired of being fucking poor, or I'm sick and tired of not having freedom is probably more likely. When I did that class, that's all I got was people that wanted to be free from fucking schedule. I'm sick and tired of it, and if you haven't done it already, I want you to visualize what your life looks like without a schedule, or what your life looks like with money. I'll tell you, one of the visuals that I had back in the day was fucking $100 bills in my hand, a fat stack of $100 bills, and within, I don't know, two years, that's what was happening. So, and it was remarkable to see that materialize. It was clear in my fucking brain, clear. It came from that vision. And again, for me, it's been very few. It's been the stack of bills, that one vision I told you about, and it was very few things, just done well, but I did them. It's just like you want to shoot that perfect fucking video where I don't know, it's like a one-shot video of a fucking dance routine or whatever, and you fuck it up, but one time you get it right. Well, that bitch is on film forever, and you got the fucking glory then. So you just keep on chugging away at it. That's how it works. All you got to do is that one-shot video one fucking time, or that video where like the kids throw like crazy basketball hoops from like backwards from across the court. They probably do it 16,000 fucking times, but that one time they do it, there it is. That's the famous video. That bitch gets played over and over and over, and it's fucking amazing. So that's how this shit works, and it fucking keeps yielding fruit. So good. So you have a couple intentions to set and to achieve, and I will see you next time.